Listen, listen, bro. Let's go. Let's get it, man. I'm here, rude boy. Yeah, rap, football, everything, man. That's my things, rude boy. Do you know what I mean? And you can find me on IG and so forth, man. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's get it. All right, big up everyone. Another episode of Get Amped. And guess what's back? It's been a minute.
Hey, you know when Rich has got the popcorn, it's dangerous. He's going to kick off.
I'm here for the banter. I am disappointed in the team that they lost to, but the manner they lost, we'll get into it. Welcome to Get Amped. This is the fan calling show where we're here pretty much every Sunday night, apart from the odd times. You guys get to call in, have your say, and we just kick it, chat football. First and foremost, let me big up Jamie. How you doing, my bro?
Yeah, better today now. I've had a sleep. Yeah. I was one angry man yesterday. If anyone watched my watch along, yeah, it comes with a big warning. I was proper angry yesterday, and then
you weren't the only one that was angry.
That's true. You did enough though, Jamie. That's all I'm saying. For me, you did enough for me.
I'll get into Tottenham later though. I can't wait. Things need to be said. They're going around like they won the league yesterday. And, things need to be said.
Hey, it's Tottenham though, innit? You gotta remember.
We'll probably get Kirsty to comment soon, so you can let her know too. To be fair.
Ooh, yes. Ooh.
Well, speaking of comments, let me address some comments. First, I thought you would have come in, realist, but it is what it is. He said he's first. CM as well. What? You're not jumping on? No. All right. Just answer the question.
Be quiet. I can't. You know what? Usually I can. They never say you're not too far away from a United fan, but this is the only stream. It seems like we are. You know what I mean?
Listen, obviously, man, like no. Listen, if he does pop up today, we need to do a count. How much times he says, "Let's get it," and how much time he says, "Rude boy."
Yeah, rude boy. Yeah, I caught that one. I wasn't able to jump in last week, but when I saw that, I was like, "Wow."
And I think he was Arteta out as well, actually, if memory serves me right. So,
no, come in, bro. Step outside. No. If you're watching,
I'm going to drop the link yet. I haven't dropped the link yet. So, big up seeing every time. Obviously, let's big it up everyone up. Big up Rich, Jamie, Tariq. The link is coming, or rest. I just got to chat to certain people first. The link is coming. Don't worry. Your segment is coming. Got to get all the niceties out of the way. Big up, Grace.
Big up, Grace.
The dream team. We try. Where is Oris? Oris is coming. Don't worry about that.
Realist wants in as well.
Realist don't read his messages. That's the problem. I'll send it to him in a sec. But yeah, let's start with Liverpool's game yesterday. Obviously, a disappointing result in the grand scheme of things, because obviously you really want to keep the pressure on Man City as best as possible. Totally. However, I'm with Tariq in this, in the sense of you did everything but win.
I don't know.
But you're the fan. You're going to have a much better viewpoint.
I thought we were dog shit yesterday. I'm going to say it right now. I said it in my watch log as well. We were crap. Spurs were the better team yesterday. Simple as that. Spurs were the better team because their game plan worked. Your game plan works. You're the better team, in my opinion. You can have 80% of the percent. I think at one time we had 95% possession, which was ridiculous. But it was just nothing was behind Tottenham. It was all in front of them. So, we were poor yesterday. We were really poor. We were good in defensive aspects of the game, especially like stopping Tottenham counter-attacking at times in the first half. But in that second half, we were terrible. And Tottenham deserved everything they got out of it. Everything they got out of it. They got a point. You know, there was some incidents by the referee that, you know, Fabinho probably should have been sent off. I'll be the first to admit that. But then Davis got away with a yellow card on Salah when he completely trod on his foot and the referee just blatantly ignored the free kick. So he would have got 2 yellows and a red as well. So all comes around, you know, but that weren't the thing of the game. The thing of the game is that we were terrible and Spurs' game plan worked. And I know everyone today is talking about Jurgen Klopp and his comments after the game. And that shows what a great manager is because no one's talking about the team and the players. And he takes all the heat. And he's a bit correct in the same way as well. I mean, he's bitter because he's a bad loser. And all great winners are bad losers, like Wenger, like Ferguson. They're all terrible losers. But at the end of the day, he was a little bit correct when he said that Spurs are still fifth low. And they gave the advantage to Arsenal, and Arsenal won today. Arsenal can now afford to draw the North London derby. So, yeah, Arsenal go finish fourth now. And I've got no problem with the way Spurs played, though. I've always said it. Teams can play however they want to play. I don't give a crap, you know. As long as you execute your game plan and get what you want, you've done your job. And for me, Spurs were a better team yesterday. But, yeah, Klopp sometimes should not say things for me. But at the same time, he's a terrible loser, like all the great managers are. And he's taken the whole heat out of the team because anyone's talking about in the media now is Jurgen Klopp. So it's the right thing to do.
I can see Realist has put this background up because he just needs some of that peace.
No, I don't know why he's got Champions League there. You know what I'm saying?
Man's chilling on the beach, bro. Man
Why-
live on
why-
the
why-
islands still.
Why do I see a
live on the
Champions League
islands,
logo?
though.
Yeah,
Man
really.
live on the islands. I'm chilling on the beach, bro. It's cool. It's cool. It's
Why
cool.
do I see Champions League logo on the top right?
Brother,
you don't know about that.
You won't be there for too long, though. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Nah, but yo, big up, man. Them. Hope everyone had a great day, though. Still, happy Mother's Day to all that, all the mothers in the world like that. Still, yeah, Jamie, you man. I thought you was gonna win, boy, but yeah, it be like that sometimes.
Hey, it can.
Yeah, it be like that. Be like that. Yeah, I'm here for all the smoke, you know, Rich. You know me. I'm cool with it. I can take this.
We are coming
The
to you.
thing is, cooking me is hard, Rich. That's a problem. Cooking me is hard. I've been saying these men are dog shit. Can't cook me. I'm cool. I'm cool. Yesterday, though, I lost it yesterday, boy. Nah. I don't mind losing, bro, because I know what my team is. I know we shit. I don't have a problem losing. But to lose the way we did yesterday, and then to see you lose to someone way at the bottom of the table, and the way we lost, nah, I couldn't take that no more, bro. I don't mind losing, bro. Lose to Arsenal, lose to City, lose to Liverpool. I don't care, bro. I know they're shit. But to lose like that yesterday, nah. And then bring Maguire on. I didn't even want to see him.
That moment and your watch along about Maguire. That
Nah,
was
bro.
the cherry
Nah,
on top of
I
the cake.
really lost it yesterday, bro. Usually I'm calm, bro. We be losing 5-0, I'll be smiling. I'm cool. I'm not like that, bro.
You know what's bad? At that moment, Vibes messaged me and said, "Oh, do you need to jump on?"
And then you
Vibes
start
is a
saying,
snake, bro.
Maguire, fam.
Nah, Vibes
That
is a
was-
snake, bro. Vibes is a snake.
So what was your thoughts on the Liverpool Spurs game?
Do you know what? I thought Spurs were gonna win it. You know, I thought Spurs was gonna do it. I was on edge still because as much as Liverpool had the ball, every time Spurs attacked, I felt like something was just gonna happen. Like Son, it's just Son for me. Son and Kane, like them man there, they just carried the team, and they could have nicked it still. If Højbjerg headed the ball back across goal correctly, they would have won that game. When it was at 1-1, I think it was. But Romero and Dyer, they and Sessegnon actually. Who plays on the other side? That Brazilian youth that wears leggings in the summer. What's his name?
That guy's not Brazilian, bro. Nah, he's a fraud, bro. He had to be
But
from
yeah,
St. Lucia or something.
Emerson Pauper.
Yeah, so but they played well still. They won every header. Romero, he's got a mistake in him, but he's aggressive. I like him still, but he's a bit suspect sometimes. Dyer, he flip flops. Sessegnon and Davis played well as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
Davis
he did.
surprised me, to be fair.
Davis had a great game. I'm just hoping that them man there are just shattered now for Thursday. But yeah, they played well. They done well. Like I thought they was gonna get spanked, but they done well. I thought Kane was quiet, but Son played well. I think they could have nicked it. To be fair, they played well as a unit. I thought Liverpool. Do you know who didn't play well for Liverpool? Trent. He was shocking.
Yep.
I think his passing was awful. Like his
Yep.
crossing was awful. His crossing
Yep.
was awful. He wasn't on it. But I thought Thiago was a bit loose as well. I thought Thiago was a little bit loose with his passing as well. Like he wasn't bad by any stretch, but if you notice that Tottenham were closing down their midfield quickly. That's why Fabinho had to commit so many fouls because he kept on getting caught. Thiago's like they was closing him down quick. But, yeah, I mean Liverpool didn't play bad. Salah. Yeah, they was average, man. In hindsight, they was kind of average, but they're so good. Their average is like most people's good, if that makes sense. But for Liverpool's level, they were average, man. I thought personally.
We weren't great. We weren't great yesterday, but like yesterday's game hasn't decided the league title. Liverpool's problem is the stupid result against Brighton, the stupid result against Brentford, the stupid game against West Ham when we lost, the stupid game against Leicester when they won 1-0. We had about 772 shots. That's they're the games. A draw against Spurs ain't actually that bad. Spurs are a decent football team, you know what I mean? With great attacking players. It's not a bad result. I mean, they beat Man City twice this season, so it's not a terrible result. It's the results earlier in the season against them players, then teams that have cost Liverpool the title more than this draw yesterday. So, look, the quad's no longer a thing, but we go for the 3 instead. We can still win a domestic double in a Champions League. It's not like the end of the world. So I'm happy.
The quads would have made you the greatest Premier League side of all time. That's what you really want.
It would have been,
I'm not worried about all that.
Them United fans are spraying on Liverpool.
You are. Don't say you're not worried now because you ain't got a point. You are worried. You are. Because I would be worried. That's what you want.
I'm all about Champions League. I'm all about Champions League.
You've been there. You've done it. You've been there. You've done it.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it. It's the biggest competition in world football apart from the World Cup.
Fair it is. Orest. Don't worry, we're not talking United yet.
Oh, Rich, I sent you something on your WhatsApp if you want to look. It's hilarious.
By the way, I hope United get relegated like next season, man. They're just wasting.
Come now, man, Alts, man. I thought we was good, man. Whoa, that's relegation negativity, bro. What's going on?
Okay. See you later.
I'm sorry, Orest has been chatting loads about, where's
see,
Tariq?
This is people like Orest fault, It's your fault, Orest. People like me who are good fans take it like a man. Nah, y'all just want to give banter. No, we shit. And everybody giving it to us. It's your fault. They should cook you week in, week out.
He's
your
right.
fault, man. You and Manchester Mania. We getting top 4. We winning the league. All this shit. I told you, man, bro. We are rough. When you start the season with Ollie, bro, you really thought you was gonna do something. With Ollie, come on, man. You man needed to wake up and smell the coffee, bro.
Hey, take Ollie out of the equation. You can swap your manager. You're still crap.
Right, can I put this into perspective? What you're saying there. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but obviously, you guys have played 37 games, got 58 points. We played 35 and got 44. If we so happen to win our next 2 games, we're only 8 points behind you. We can't overtake Man United, but Palace finishing anything between 8 points is mad.
Palace
and then we
in
obviously
transition.
play you.
Bro, I hope we get 10th, bro. We can't get it, but I wish we get it, bro. 10th, bro. We need 10th, bro. We don't deserve nothing in Europe, bro. That's how bad we are. Oh my lord, no one sees
Yeah.
This can't get good. This going from bad to worse. No, this can't get good.
What are you saying, Jan?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, doing good. we're just chopping up about the Liverpool Spurs game. Then we'll move on to other fixtures and stuff. But Oris has been a bit quiet, so I wanted to see what he's saying about his arch rivals and Liverpool and that.
About Liverpool, I mean, I have nothing to say. I mean,
Hey, that's the first time, Morris. Yeah. Fam, you always banter us. Yeah, so come on, banter Liverpool. Come on, bro.
Tariq, you are hiding. Calm down. You are hiding. When Arsenal losing 3 games in a row.
Oh, I want to see some shameless shenanigans supporting.
That's no excuse to use. I was sick.
To be fair, he is right on that one. You did go missing after the Palace one.
Bro, it was bank holiday. Yeah.
Liverpool for me, I don't know how they didn't win yesterday. I mean, Spurs at the end, Højbjerg should have passed it right to Kane. They should have won him, but yeah, I'm disappointed in Liverpool. But to be fair, Liverpool have to concentrate. Champions League, they got FA Cup finals all coming up, so no, they're gonna have to concentrate on that. But Spurs got a good draw for them. Let's see what happens. North London derby is gonna be big, man. It's gonna be big, but let's see what happens.
Big up, Matt.
Evening, ladies and gents. How are you?
We're good. You're definitely in a good mood. That relegation is not looking like it's happening now, boy.
I feel like Jamie. I feel like I'm winning a treble here or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just two wins on the bounce, and like it's the first time we won back-to-back games since September. That's how bad our season's been. So yeah, I've had a great mood.
Where's my
investigating, bro? I'm telling you, Rich.
What you mean, Tariq? You've done your best to throw that game away today, man. I was sweating watching that game. I swear to God. I was out golfing today as well, and I'm sunburned to bits. My face is raw. So, yeah, it's been a good day.
Man, giving Lampard points, you know. Jesus.
Realist is on this corruption train here. He is.
I'm telling you, bro. The Premier League needs investigating, bro. This Lampard need to go down, man. Let him go down, bro. This guy needs to go down, fam.
Realist, don't worry. We're gonna bring that agenda in a minute. We'll move on to Man City, and then we'll do Arsenal. Yeah, and is that the title done?
Wow, it can't be done. You know what? I think it's put us. Sorry, I'm echoing. I think it's put us in a good position because obviously at the start of the day we were, joint up. But I think the best part about it was the goal difference. We got our goal difference up because before that there was one between us, so that was good. The bad thing is now we have injuries again. So we have no John Stones, no Ruben Diaz, and no Kyle Walker for the rest of the season. So it's 3 games without some of our best defenders. So yeah, we're going to have to see what we can do. Aki is not 100% either. So we've currently got 1 centre-back fit, which is Laporte. So yeah, you saw the game...
What happened to Diaz? Because when you scored the first goal, I just turned the telly off. So
no.
There's no point. So what happened to Diaz? Did he get injured in the game?
So he got injured at half time, they said. Because in the stadium, we didn't know. But I heard through Twitter, people were saying Ruben Diaz is injured. And then he didn't come back out for the second half. Fernandinho came on. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but he's out for the season. It's a muscular injury. So it's hopefully he can get back, but I don't see it. But if you think about it, there's only 2 weeks until the end of the season. So if you've got a 2-week injury, you are out for the season. So hopefully it's not that bad. But I think for me, if we go and beat Wolves, that should be the title because that means that we only have to win 1 out of Villa and
West Ham.
Depending on what we get beat by, you know what I mean? If we get beat, we only have to win 1 out of Villa and West Ham, which puts us in a good position. But the Wolves one for me is the one that I'm nervous about because if we don't win there, it kind of takes things out of our hands a little bit. So
Wolves are on holiday. They're on holiday.
Yeah. It's West Ham.
I would expect us to win. The thing is with City is I've had a lot of conversations recently because people are like, do you think we'll win the league? And I'm just like, City do tend to know what they're doing in the Premier League in a title race at the end of the season. Even, to be fair, at the end of the season in general, when we don't win it, we do tend to win our last sort of 4 or 5 games. I think we have done every year for the past 5 or 6 years. We've won like our last 5. So I would expect City to win it. But it's, you know, it's one of them. It's so close at the moment that I know Liverpool fans feel the same way as us. If you draw, it feels like a loss.
Yeah, draw feels devastating.
Close. You know what I mean? It's like a loss, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like that yesterday. I was like, when we drew Spurs, I was like, I almost threw my computer out the window, carpet it up. I was just
like really?
And I'm thinking about it after about an hour after the game. I'm like, we drew. That's how bad it is. That's the levels Liverpool and City have taken this Premier League.
Because that's what we were saying. Like since October, City have won. Since October, City have lost 1 and drawn 2. And because of that, we're now in this tight title race. Whereas before it looked like we were it's just madness. You don't even have to lose 2 games to be in a bad situation in the league. The standards are so high. Like, that's why I'm saying normally I'd be like, yeah, it's over. But it's really not over because Liverpool are going to be right behind us till the end. So I think with your games, I think you win all of them. But I have said for a while now, City have to win every game. I don't care what Liverpool are doing. We have to win every game to win the league. So hopefully we do. Sorry, this kid's around.
I'm used to it.
That's how Richie's used to it. Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, there you go.
Get him in the City Academy. Go on. They're pretty stars out there.
No. His cousin plays for Liverpool, actually.
Oh, really?
I think he's like under 12 or something like that.
Is he the next Egan Riley? He looked all right when he came on today.
Yeah. I think, do you know what? Our academy is actually really good. Like, the games that they win, it's like, every time I look at it, it's like 14-0 our under 18s won the other day. It's crazy. So, yeah. But it's weird because Pep is our manager, but if you actually look at our academy, they all play the same way. Like the under 18s, the under 23s. It's like the philosophy is through the club. So it's nice to see, but yeah, hopefully we're going to see more of Egan Riley, to be honest. I think he did quite well when he came on. I think there was one chance that Newcastle had, and he handled it quite well. But I think he's going to have to play because looking at the injuries, he's got no choice. So hopefully he'll be all right. But it's the experience that you need in these sorts of games. And I worry for him if he does come on and makes a mistake and then we don't win the league. The pressure of that is a lot. So hopefully, we don't make it more complicated than we need to.
Yeah, for sure.
I hear that. Just one last bit, Jan. I think this result was massive considering the disappointment of midweek. It could have gone so south because Newcastle they're kind of on the up. Obviously more so at St James's Park, but are you happy with their reaction, their response?
Yeah, I think with City, the way we lost was so dramatic. I think I always said with a 1-0 lead going into the second leg, going to the Bernabeu, you're not guaranteed to go through. And I thought if they score first, being at home with all their fans, they'll probably go through. But the fact that didn't happen, and we actually were the ones that took the lead, and it was 88 minutes, and we had one foot in the final. It's ridiculous, and to bottle it like that is madness. And to be fair, in the Champions League, we haven't had the experience to win games like that. But I think in the past 2 years, we've been getting better and we've been getting over the line. We had against PSG last season, they were throwing everything at us and we were just blocking, stopping everything, Against Atletico Madrid, there was a good half an hour of that game where we were just being professional, defending, doing what we needed to do. So the fact that we bottled it in 60 seconds, let's be honest, it to me was quite shocking. I'm surprised. I'm still shocked now that we went out the way we did. I'm not shocked we went out. I did predict at the start of the season we would go out in the semis, but I think the way that it went, it's not good enough. But thankfully, today they showed that they can win the league. But I think just the pressure of the Champions League, it's a lot for us because we're so expected to win it every year. And I just think there's something about that competition, and Real Madrid are the opposite of us. They have the experience to go and win it. So, yeah, I don't think they'll win the final because I think Liverpool are not going to miss the chances that we missed. We had 5 shots on target in that first half. With Liverpool, that would be 2-0. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But I think City did well in the league. I think the Wolves game is the big one for me. If we get over the line in that, I think we should go on to win the league. But, yeah, Wolves is the difficult one.
And obviously, goal difference definitely helps. Well, it's a nice segue into talking Champions League. Alts, you boys done it, yeah?
No, we ain't done it yet. we ain't. Listen, don't put words in my mouth, Rich. We ain't done it yet.
It was a question, not a statement.
We ain't done it yet. Yeah? There's still a long way to go. If we get a point at Spurs, I reckon that we got 1 foot in the Champions League still. But that Spurs game Thursday night's massive. Because if we lose that game, the pressure, we're under serious pressure because then there'll be a point behind us and we got 2 games, one against Newcastle, not an easy game away, and the other one is against Everton, Realis's favourite guy, Lampard. Yeah. Here he comes. Yeah, against Lampard, and they're fighting for their life. So it's still a long way to go, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous, but I've got a good feeling the boys are gonna do it still.
No, you're gonna get 4th. Your 4th's done. Tottenham.
Nah, it's not done. It's not done. It's not done.
You're gonna beat.
It's not done. 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9 points. Yeah.
Tottenham ain't going to win 3 games. Don't worry about it.
Tottenham are 4 points behind us. Therefore, it's not done. Yeah. That's the way I see it. Because as you can see, Arsenal can win 3 games and we can lose 3 games. Yeah. So anything can happen. This is Arsenal we're talking about. Anything can go on. And I don't want to run my mouth now. And then I've got them coming after me on here because
yeah.
You get me? I don't take disrespect lightly, so.
Is this the biggest North London derby in Premier League history?
In history? Nah.
The title one, anyway.
Yeah, the title one.
Not in history. But in recent time.
Tottenham had a title opportunity.
No,
when we
won
the league at their ground. But this one, in recent times, 100%. Huge game.
That's good, man.
Huge. And if the boys can do it, that's history right there as well. I know it's only for Champions League, but it's like, if you take everything in context, you haven't been in Champions League last 5 years and things like that. Their new stadium, it's huge, man.
I think this is their biggest North London derby because I've been saying it. I think Tottenham need to win this more than us because they need the Champions League more than what we do. Because I think, Champions League, if we get it, a massive boost and helps us to get our targets in the transfer window, which gives us that boost forward so that eventually we can compete on the level of City and Liverpool. But for Tottenham, if they don't get Champions League, I can see Conte walking out of that door. And if Conte walks out of that door, Harry Kane walks out of that door. And that really messes up their finances in terms of bringing players in. So the pressure on Tottenham is huge for this, but it's huge on us.
I don't know. No player or manager is bigger than the club. Yeah, Conte can go. Like, there's guys that can do a job outside of Conte. Kane, he's still got value. He's got lots of value in the market. So Kane can go, but they're still going to get 150 to 200 million. What they can do with that, then it just comes down to them and their recruitment team, innit? So with that 200 million, you can go and do a Liverpool. You can go and get another defender or whatever, another attacker that's going to cost a lot less, but is doing not a better job, but just as good as job as Kane. Or do you see what I'm saying? So
without the Champions League though, Alts, like Liverpool had the Champions League when they did that when they got Alisson.
You always get one or two top players without Champions League ball. There will always be one or two that will come. Look at Arsenal. We've got Aubameyang. We've got Thomas Partey. All these guys came without Champions League football.
But that's because
you know what I'm saying. So
because we're Arsenal and they're Spurs, though. Do you know what I'm saying?
True. But money talks. If you're the top man, if you're the top man, and the man comes to you and says, "I give 350 a week to come and kick ball every Saturday, no European football," and then a team in the Champions League like Liverpool, who don't pay the biggest wages, come say, "Do you know what? Champions League football, I'll give you 50 quid. Where are you gonna go? You're gonna go for a free.
You'd rather have a player go to the 50. Well, but that's why Man United are in the trouble.
I'll go 350.
Yeah, well, you'll be a mercenary as a footballer then, innit? You know what
I mean? I think this summer on transfers, especially with Kane's and people like that, it all depends on what Mbappe does. If Mbappe stays at PSG, then Real Madrid, you go back in for Haaland with Man City. Then that frees up. If Tottenham don't get top four, then Kane might think about leaving. So that thing, where does Kane go? Does he actually go to City? Haaland goes to Madrid. So I think Mbappe is the key to this whole summer transfer saga. If he stays at PSG, it's open season everywhere. I'm telling you.
Hold on, can I just ask? Yeah, if Tottenham don't make the top four, where does Harry Kane go?
Man United. I'll see him at Man United.
Yeah,
ready
Man United, but they've got no Champions League football. So how does that even make sense?
Yeah, but I think he's a Man United type player, isn't he? I can see him at United, honestly.
Yeah, but that don't make no sense. What's the point of leaving Tottenham? At least they're in Europe. Man United are in, what are they, in the Mickey Mouse Cup? What are they doing?
They're even worse than Tottenham, aren't they?
T, before we move on to Everton, you're only 1 point from third. Now, I know you're playing Spurs Thursday. Can you finish third?
Good God. Good
most definitely. And before we get to Everton, Matt's going to absolutely hate me for this, but I think Leeds can definitely pick up 3 points against Chelsea in midweek, because Chelsea, with their 2 game a week,
they're resting everyone for Saturday, aren't they?
That's it, Jamie. They've got an FA Cup final to be looking forward to.
They're going to get smashed in.
Chelsea got a bunch of clones on the pitch. I don't know what's going on with Chelsea. They got a bunch of. They're literally on the beach somewhere.
Their manager's a clone.
That's
no
it.
one talks about it.
And they're not hungry at all.
We're getting third, you know. We're getting third.
So imagine Alt said, "No, wait there. Alt, you just said, you said, Jamie, it ain't done. You went, Jamie, top 4 ain't done. Now you say we're getting third."
He said it with his chest as well. Definitely.
Hey, listen. Don't put words in my mouth. It's not done yet, but we're getting third.
Yeah, you rather go at Rich as well. You mean, don't put words in my mouth, Rich. And then go and say, "Hey, you can't make this up." But I think we can definitely get third. It just depends on the North London derby for me, because I can probably see Chelsea winning the remaining games. I think they got Watford last game of the season. You know, that's done and dusted. I'm not sure who their penultimate game is. Does anyone know? Is it Leicester? I think it might be Leicester for Chelsea.
Yes, Leicester. Yeah. And they're weak. They're weak.
Yeah. Come on, man. Everton winning away from home. Come on. You know, Leicester are terrible. So,
I told you, man, bro. Everybody giving Everton points, bro. I told you it's charity FC out there. The man is giving away points to Everton. I thought the Premier League needs to be investigated, bro. Some bullshit going on.
Realist, put the agenda away, will you?
You man that's getting points.
What have I started here,
bro? No.
Realist is worried that Everton are going to catch United at this stage.
At the rate you're moving, you might as well overtake us. Bro, we concede more goals than Burnley, bro. Look where Burnley at.
Yeah, it's not good.
Bro, let that sink in, bro. More goals than Burnley, bro.
I just wanted to say up to this, when we're talking about Arsenal in third, Orist, where did you predict Arsenal to finish this season, my bro? Talk to me.
No comment.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Tariq, what did I say to you? Tariq, what did I say to you a few weeks ago? Tariq, I said Arsenal are going to finish third.
Who
I
does
said
he
it to you like
support?
in February.
Yeah.
You did. See, I was hearing a lot about Arsenal. You know, look at the signings you've made. I'm just here for Orist, really. Orist and United fans.
Hey.
Your
Tariq.
time's coming.
I ain't cooked to you one bit, bro. Don't come for me.
That's why I
I'm
said
humble.
Orist. Yeah, you are humble. And realistic.
Listen, Oris, you're going to have to hold court. You're going to be in court, boy. Court is in session.
I don't want to hear no comment, bro. None of that.
I already told TVs on my show yesterday, I think. I said the other day, I said that I predicted Arsenal finish sixth, and they done well. And you know, I've always said, even on this channel, Arsenal
there's
had a
been
good
so
season.
much Arsenal disrespect, yeah. There's been so much Arsenal disrespect. If Arsenal make third or fourth, if we make the Champions League, when I come on here, I'm not letting anybody speak. I'm speaking over everybody for the whole pod. I'm speaking over everyone for the whole pod, yeah, because there's been so much disrespect. I can't even remember my man's name. What's the little boy that always runs his mouth? What's his name?
Don't worry, I'll get him back. Hands off.
Yeah, make sure I see him, because he needs to hold some licks as well.
Yeah, give it to them, or I'll give it to them. They deserve that. Yeah.
Trust me.
Realist is putting up his own fans on the line, you know.
Oh, you know me, fam. I'm serving them up, bro.
Oh, don't worry. I've got it scheduled. If Arsenal finish in the Champions and Man United don't worry. I'll get to
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Listen,
We ain't finishing in there. What are you talking about?
What I will say,
obviously, well, I'll get to
what I will say is, if we don't make it, I think I'm busy that day. Okay.
But if it does happen, I'll get you on. I'll get Tariq on. I'll get Moses.
Can we get Jamie and Jan as well? Because they, City, Liverpool, all of them. Pile on, please.
I'll get Sam Bonsu on as well. and they will, trust me, the United ones are going to have to get it. The ones that have been speaking. Anyway, let's move on to, because we need to talk Man United. Let's talk Everton.
Bunch of frauds.
Matt, you must be over the moon. That's 2 huge wins.
Massive.
I'm buzzing, to be honest with you. Like, I was only thinking about it there earlier on. The only team that's beaten us in the last 5 games is Liverpool. We've beaten Man United, beaten Chelsea, got a draw home to Leicester, and beat Leicester away. It's massive. And the only reason why we haven't really been pulling away is because Burnley just turned into prime Barcelona over the last few weeks as well. So, I think if we win during the week, I think we're playing Watford on Wednesday. I mean, if we win that game, we only need 1 point in our last 3 games. I don't even think we'll need any points against Arsenal last day of the season. And I said that to the guys there. I said, I don't want to be going to the Emirates needing 3 points. I really don't. So,
come on, Watford.
No, I think it's I really, really hope we beat Watford away, and then we only need basically, like, we're playing Crystal Palace and Brentford, so I'm hoping 1 win out of those 2 games will just see us up, because I'm hoping that those 2 guys are finishing mid-table anyway, so I'm hoping that 1 win will do us, 1 win will keep us in the league, and then we can just start rebuilding for next season under the mighty Frank Lampard. Isn't that right, Rich?
No. He said mighty, Oh my God.
You need to behave yourself.
Man,
do you think it's Everton like to get results against United and Chelsea and Leicester, and then screw up against Watford, Brentford?
Yeah, I think Everton. I think Everton playing against certain teams. I think Everton play well on the counter attack. They can't seem to break teams down a lot, and trying to break down teams like Burnley and Watford and all that, Everton find it really difficult. But when we sit back and we defend, and then we break with the likes of Damari Gray, Richarlison, Anthony Gordon, we do find and get success. I mean, we didn't have that many shots on target in today's game. We didn't have that many shots on target against Chelsea or Manchester United, but we took our chances, and we've conceded very little goals recently as well. I mean, I think we've only conceded 2 or 3 goals in the last 5 or 6 games as well. So we've hit some kind of form in the last 3 or 4 games, and it's needed because the likes of Burnley and stuff like that are doing it as well. And what's crazy about this is that Everton could actually finish potentially 15th or 14th after being in the relegation zone the last couple of weeks. So it's crazy. So it's just one of those. I just can't wait for this season to be over. I mean, everybody in the chat here, like Man City fans, Liverpool fans, and Arsenal fans, apart from Man United fans, have all had something to play for the last few weeks. I mean, Jamie's been going for the quad the last few weeks. I mean, Man City fans been going for Champions League and stuff like that. But little old Everton are trying to stay in the league and keep that run of 70+ years in the Premier League. So it's been a stressful season, Richard, and I just can't wait for it to be finished, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to be honest, I think you're safe now. I think you're safe. I don't want the club Everton going down. It was just Lampard. That tax is heavy. Yeah, I despise the guy. So.
He's heavy.
Really get that guy, bro.
But do you think, Rich, I obviously take you guys don't like him as a person or whatever like that, but do you think he could be a good fit for Everton going forward as a manager?
No.
I'm not. I said to you when he came in, I said I don't think he's the right man for the job that is Everton, but he's the best of what we can get at the moment. And to be fair, he's doing his job at the moment. I'm not going to say he's done his job, but he's doing his job at the moment. And I think he'll be judged. He'll be judged on a full season with a full preseason, full summer transfer window. And I think he's in the same kind of boat as Steven Gerrard. I mean, Steven Gerrard hasn't necessarily pulled up any trees at Aston Villa this season. So big time.
It's because Villa team's shit. Have you seen it?
Spent a lot of money, Jamie. Spent a lot of money.
You can spend as much money as you like. If you've got a bloody Ferrari with no wheels, then you're going nowhere. Do you know what I mean? And that is Aston Villa. They got no pace in it. I keep saying this all the time. Villa
They have Harry Maguire twin at the back, bro. Don't forget that.
Villa are the slowest team in the Premier League by a country mile. They're so slow and easy to play against. That team's shocking. Shocking team. He needs about 4 transfer windows for that team. That's awful.
Oh. Yeah, it's going to be a big transfer window, I think, for Lampard and Gerrard, because they're going to be under pressure. They're going to be under serious pressure next season.
And let's not forget, Villa fans were talking about finishing above Arsenal, weren't they? Olts ain't here, but yeah, I was hearing that at the start of the season as well.
Yeah, T just out here talking to duvet covers.
I know, right? He went for a sleep then.
No, listen, yeah. Villa man, them need to shut them out, yeah, because they was running up their gums when they're trying to take Smith Rowe and Martinez and all of these kind of things. Yeah, they just need to hold 13th and sit in the corner and be quiet. But you wanna talk with the big boys, man. Just be quiet, man.
And now for the main event of the evening. I'm not even going to read it because I know how it feels already. CM, perfect timing. You came right on time. What's happening to your club, man?
Man, there's too many things to speak about, bro. On the pitch, it's gone downhill, and it was bad for a long time, ever since before they got sacked, and leading up to that point, and then Rangnick comes in, and you think there's a turn in the right direction, and then again it goes downhill. But to be honest, it's a problem with the whole club. It's not just what's going on in a football pitch. I think from the ownership top to bottom, the board members, everybody, and it's not just this year, it's accumulation of mistakes over 10 years, a 10-year period that has led to the club being in this position. And we've had many moments throughout these 10 years where we said, the club's at rock bottom, you sack a manager, you rehire, go again, and then you feel like maybe something's going to change, something's going to switch. But when you have the same people working with those managers, the same backroom staff that are supposed to just carry on even though they were involved in past failing regimes, then there's no way that there's going to be a miraculous turnaround. We can speak about the scouting department and how they've lack the know-how in terms of finding personnel that gels into a manager's system, but also have failed to find personnel who come at a much better price rather than spending expensive money on players that may have starred in previous teams or showed the potential to, but are way too expensive and overpriced. You look at teams like Liverpool who actually care about scouting and finding those players, those hidden gems that they can get for cheap, and then they develop them into their system and they become better players because of that. We're always trying to look for the finished article like we're a good team already. You can't do that. Teams like Manchester City can do that. Get great players and pluck them in because they're just looking for the finishing touches, where we're far from finished. We haven't even got started yet. So, a few things have happened in terms of us getting rid of scouts. And the summer hasn't even started yet. There's going to be a lot of players leaving in the summer, potentially even more than we think right now. New managers coming in. I'm not exactly excited for that because I just have a high level of PTSD from what I've seen over all of these years. I don't give the club a benefit of the doubt when they've given us nothing in return. They don't give us anything, give us any kind of hope that makes us think that maybe these owners have changed. Going all the way back to when the Super League happened and the owners promised communication, that hasn't happened. They've only just started working on improving Old Trafford and stuff like that. But that comes off pressure from the fans once again. They only act off intense pressure, and that's never a good sign. And that doesn't show that they have the care to get the football club back where it should be, winning on the football pitch, winning trophies and stuff like that. They care about the commercial side of things and almost living off of that past history and reputation of what Manchester United used to be rather than creating a new legacy.
See, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. You almost made me feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost.
Not quite.
I was just like, Realist.
No.
Yeah, I want to ask about Royce versus Varane because he's looking like he's Rover.
You know what, right? Be honest with you, right? When you look at them play for Real Madrid, you know what Ramos was. Ramos is the leader, and he just there to follow instructions and do what Ramos say. But you bring him into a team and expect him to lead when we have what's going on. He can't do that. He can't do that. He never did it for himself. When Ramos wasn't there for that, remember that season coming down to the end? Was it last season with the Champions League coming down to the end when Ramos was injured a lot? Militao had to came in, and he was saving him. He was the one saving Real Madrid at the back because Varane was moving like I don't know what's going on with the guy. But
so, really, before you carry on, are you saying that you shouldn't have signed Varane?
No, we needed a centre back. Like it's clear to see. Everyone knows that we need more than just that. But we needed a centre back. I ain't saying that we should have not got him, but we needed a centre back. If a football team does the proper thing and they have proper structure in place, bro, they will scout someone to fit them properly. Look what Liverpool does.
But
you see what they do? They actually look and find proper players to fit their system to work with what they want. You don't just bring a player because you know what, he have some history and he could probably sell some shirts. Bring him in. That's what we do.
You know what, Readers, though? Speaking about a guy like Varane, there's no doubt that at his best, he can be a very, very good player for this team, and he's a level above the centre backs that we have. But even though, because I'll say it now, when we signed him, I was happy, innit? Because I was like top level centre back coming to the club. He'll get to build a partnership with the likes of, I don't know, Maguire, etc., and kind of build some consistency. But the main problem that he's had is he's been out most of the season with injuries, niggling injuries that get him in and out of the team. So he can't build consistency with his centre-back partnership. And then that's another issue going back to the scouting department. It's easy to say, if you've been watching Varane for the past couple of seasons, he isn't a guy that's going to be durable throughout a long almost exhausting Premier League season. That's
Physical league
physical.
too, yeah.
Yeah, extremely physical. So, that's another fault on the scouting department of Manchester United. Why don't you go and try and find a diamond in the rough, a centre back that you can develop? The reason why is because Manchester United can't develop players. They've been killing players for so many years now. And I was saying, if things don't change, I'm gonna worry for the likes of Elanga, who's just broken through, Jadon Sancho, who's just come to the club, because they won't get better in the current regime. They'll stall and eventually just go downhill, kind of like what we're seeing with Marcus Rashford now. He broke into the scene as a raw player with pace, devastation. He was confident. He's lost his confidence now. Everybody's found him out because he hasn't developed that technical ability to almost go up a gear and become one of those top players in world football. He hasn't developed to have that technical ability. So now, when you only can rely on your pace, there's nothing much you can do because defenders will suss you out and you'll lose confidence. You'll get confused on the football pitch, especially when your coach is not helping you to tell you how to do certain things, or if you're not watching film of your opponents and dedicating your life to the game and telling yourself, okay, personally, I need to work throughout the summer to get better because these guys over here aren't doing it for me. And I was speaking to Tariq about it yesterday. I feel like a lot of these footballers, especially I'll speak for Manchester United, it's all good, get some rest throughout the summer. But are you working? Are you working to improve your game?
Do you know what? I just wanted to add, just on that Rashford point, is if you look at Sterling and how his progression has gone. When he came through at Liverpool, he was similar to Rashford, where very raw, you could see the talent and the potential within him. But then he makes that move to Manchester City and he's under Pep Guardiola, and you've seen how his game has developed and how Pep Guardiola has gotten the best out of him because he had raw pace and talent. He wasn't quite clinical. He's still not the most clinical in front of goal. You've seen the development at his stage and just about working hard. I think Rashford does work hard. I just don't think he's doing the right work because there's one thing working hard, but there's another thing getting the right coaching and systems around you.
Wait, hold on, Tariq. When last was this hard work you're talking about? When was this?
Let's be honest. Last season with Rashford, he was playing.
Oh, last season we're talking about. No, okay.
No, but Rashford he does work hard. You can see how he carries himself.
That's what I'm asking you though, Tariq. When you say he does work as a when?
He does
not on the football pitch.
Come on, man.
I'm asking you when. You can't give me a time when though, because I'm telling you,
Rashford's dead. Rashford is dead. Ladies and gentlemen, Rashford's dead.
I don't think
done.
You understand what I'm saying.
Done,
the reason Rashford's dead because he hasn't had the coaching. Man's had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Jose Mourinho. They ain't trying to about here develop players. They want finished articles to go.
Man runs with his head down to the byline.
Yeah, but still,
he runs the ball off the pitch.
Tariq, you think common sense should be taught?
Yeah, it's not common sense.
It's common sense, bro. If you run with the ball and five people in front of you, you're gonna use your brain to know, what? I should pass the ball here or avoid these five players. He just runs right into them, bro. Come on, that's common sense.
You know one thing I'll say though to that, and this is kind of being devil's advocate. When you have come into the team early on as a young player, you've worked under three managers. You can add Ragnick and kind of make it 4. You have worked in many different systems that have not been successful. You start to doubt the methods of what's going on within the football club. You start to get frustrated because now you're not improving as a player. The team's regressing even more. You're getting frustrated and there is no platform for you to say, all right, you know what? No matter what, I can work on my game here and we can improve steadily as a team. There is no direction, a huge lack of direction within the football club. And that's where I'll kind of go and give the positives and the negatives. Because of course you can say these players are a disgrace for not giving the effort on the football pitch, which is true. No, Oates, I see you shaking your head.
No.
In the end of the day,
hear me out. Hear me out. No, hold on, hear me out. Yeah. A man once said about Jack Wilshere, I see those players. Pep said after that Champions League quarterfinal against Barcelona where he ran the game, yeah, Pep was like, I see that week in, week out in La Liga. That's nothing to me. If Rashford's name was El Rashino, yeah, man wouldn't be screaming about Rashford. It's because he's English. Rashford has never been good enough. He's never been good enough. We always just overhype these English dons. He's not good enough. The guy's got he hasn't got the technical ability to be a top player. He just doesn't have it. He's a good player, but he's not. There's probably about 2 or 3 levels above Rashford, but we just hype him. I don't know why. I don't know why we hype. Maybe it's because he feeds kids. I don't get it. Like he's a good player, but he's not a great player. He's not Man United level.
He ain't fed my kids, by the way.
He should be playing. He'll be good in a team like Aston Villa. He'll be a top don at Aston Villa.
Yeah, he would be.
I hear what you're
He'll
saying,
be the
CM,
top
right?
guy.
Sorry, I just want to bring.
No way.
I just want to bring because he's been sitting there patiently because we actually haven't discussed yesterday's game.
Yeah. No comment.
Man's come on and just
You might
said,
as well put a
comment.
cut out for this guy, fam. This guy ain't saying shit. He put a cut out of this guy.
Boris, you ain't under arrest for murder, mate. You don't have to say no comment. You know what I mean? It's just-
No, I mean, he said a lot of.
All right.
He should be arrested for.
Let me talk. Sorry. Yeah. Embarrassing yesterday, man. Players are kicked out. I'm just focusing for summer next season. New manager.
Top 4, yeah.
Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, man. Don't focus on the team. Focus on yourself, man.
I'll come to Arsenal after this. But yeah, embarrassing. But what can I say? Also, the fans, I thought the United fans were a problem as well. At the Brentford game, there was supposed to be a planned walkout, but because we were winning, they stayed. They stayed at the game. But then, when we're losing 4-0 to Brighton, they're singing, "Oh, you're not fit to wear the shirt." But I just think it's just the fans are a problem. I think the ownership are problems as well. People are trying to put all the blame to Rangnick. I disagree with that. For me, since he came in, he's made 2 chief scouts that have been working at the club for 16 years. They're both gone. He's made Matt Judge resign, who's worked here since.
Do you think he's responsible for that?
We're deviating away from the game again. We know your structure is crap. Talk about yesterday's game. Because I want to end the show talking about Paul Pogba and potentially going Man City.
Oh, that's bad.
Not true. Anyways.
But come on, let's talk about this game, please.
It's clickbait.
Checked out, really. What can I say? I have nothing else to say. Listen, I'm just focused for the summer, new manager. So I'm just
Right, you played Mata up front in 2022. Do you not think that's a problem?
Well, we do have injuries, so we have nothing else to do.
I mean, the biggest clear out I've ever seen in my life. They need about 15 players to compete next season, at least 15.
Well, to be fair, Ralph Rangnick has said like 6 or 8 new players will come. So let's see what happens this summer. For me, I'm just waiting for this summer, for this whole rebuild. Clear arms, waiting for that.
Yo, you know what, CM? I hear what you were saying earlier before, right? But get this, right? You said that he didn't have a coach and all of this, right? Brother, I know this is a different sport, right? In basketball, these men study film. These men get personal people to work with them to get them there. If your coach ain't doing what you think he should be doing to get you there, brother, you getting paid big money, fam. Get yourself there. Get yourself there. This is your career, bro. Look at LeBron. LeBron is, I don't know how the hell old he is, bro. He's 30-something or something like that, bro. But this guy spends a lot of money on getting his body right, getting his mind right, getting everything right for when the season starts. We see how LeBron turns when he goes into the playoff. Not this season, though. But we know how he performs when he goes to the playoff.
That's why
these players can't apply themselves properly, though. We keep making excuses for them. Oh, he's young. Bro, we keep saying Rashford is young. This guy's old, you know.
My thing to say. Tell me what one player that's improved in this current Man United side.
Fred.
That's improved.
Me, Fred.
This is a Fred.
You know why? You know why I say
I'm not wrong.
Yes.
I don't know what you watch, but Fred has been improved.
And then
The funny thing is, though, when I told you about Fred, When I
That's
told you
not
about Fred
ability,
Oris,
though.
you man was on to me when I told you about Fred. He was on to me. I just waiting to hear you say stuff like this, Oris.
Remember,
He
your man
hasn't-
slapped 50 M's
You're
on Fred
telling me
as well.
Fred has not been improved.
He hasn't-
What I
he-
said is when I
I
was
said
telling
he's
you about
improved from the
Fred,
poor level he was at before. That's
when I was-
that's all that's
when I was
happened.
telling you,
This
Oris,
is-
that Fred was one of our best players, y'all told me I'm crazy. You
I
told
know,
me I was
man.
crazy.
Mate.
I remember
I've
stuff,
always rated
Oris.
Fred. I've always
You man
rated
was
Fred. So I don't know
on
why
to
you're coming
me.
to me, mate. I've
You man
always
was
rated
on to me.
Fred.
Telling me about all this rubbish about Bruno and Bruno. On that guy, fam. That guy, brother. I don't know where these United fans get this love for this
Here we
Bruno
go.
guy.
Here we go. United
But
fans.
that guy.
Reactionary. This is what I'm going to stop because you know what? The past 2 seasons, all United fans saying Bruno, best player, being consistent. And now, because they want to be reactionary, because United fans are so reactionary.
Hey,
That
my
guy
man,
shit, bro.
you're rattled. He's rattled you, by the way.
I'm not
He's
right.
rattled you.
It's just facts. I'm not right.
He
That's where
rattled
I'm going to stop. Because when I hear this Bruno sound, it's just reactionary.
Push back to it. Go on.
We're going to push back 2 seasons ago. All United fans were saying Bruno, best player, best midfielder.
Are you
consistent,
crazy?
Passion.
But I like football, I grew up in the 90s seeing football, That is not a good footballer, bro. That guy can't control a game. What are you telling me about, bro? I don't want to hear that, bro. That guy cannot control a game. If you're the number 10, right? You are our number 10. Why you can't control the game, bro? Why everything is hit and hope FC with you, brother? Why, bro? Why? Why does that have to be the outcome, bro?
But
Because the guy was scoring his penalties and you know what? How the United fans jumping off their seats? Oh, he have the best chances created in the whole league. Brother, if you hit a corner in, that's a chance created. You hit a free kick, that's a chance created. You spam a ball in there and somebody hoofed it into Rosette, that's a chance created. And I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear this shit, bro. United fans believe every stat they see and they run at it. That guy is not a good footballer, bro. Do not get twisted at it. Do not get twisted at that guy, bro. I'll just loving him off, bro.
I think we'll have an end of season review. I might do club by club as well and stuff.
Yeah, man.
And just you can dissect your players properly.
He hasn't even been coached though, anyways. That's fine.
So let's just wrap up with obviously Jan said this is clickbait, but listen, Tevin's made the move. Whether or not you believe it's going to happen or not, I think the biggest debate is: would Pogba do well at Manchester City?
No. You know what? What I think of it is, one, I think it's clickbait because I think PSG is the club that I would put Pogba with personally. That's where I can see him going. The thing is with City now, whenever a player is unhappy at United, it's kind of like, oh, would they go City? Obviously, if you ask a player like Pogba, would you go to City? To be fair, you are guaranteed a trophy at City. Whereas right now at United, you're not guaranteed that. So I don't think any of their players would be like, if they're not lying, I don't think any of them would be like, I'm never going there. But obviously it's the rivalry thing. It's kind of an unspoken rule. You're not really supposed to go from one to the other. Tevez was slightly different because he was actually a West Ham player. So we didn't buy him from United. We bought him from West Ham. And he, his loan finished and he came to City. So I think Pogba, if he does that, the fans will hate him, So I don't know if he'll do it. I feel like, yeah, he's already hated. I feel like we would get France Pogba under Pep. I don't think we would see him Man United Pogba. The reason for that is because he'd have better players around him. And I think, Pogba, we know what talent Pogba has. We've seen it. However, at United, it's never been consistent. Like, he'll have a great game, and then the next 3 games, you don't really see him, and then he comes back and he has a great game again, and then it's... Whereas I don't think he would be that inconsistent at City. So I think Pep would get the best out of him. So I would take him. On a free, I would take him. I don't like Pogba. Yeah, I don't dislike Pogba. I've had a lot of arguments about Pogba because people are trying to tell me he's the best player in the league. He's better than insert Man City midfielder there. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, whether you think he's better than our midfielders consistently show up in the league and we've gone on to win the league. So for me, the likes of a De Bruyne, I don't care if naturally he's not as talented as Pogba because he's doing it year in, year out in the league. So for me, when I've had debates, people will say, but Pogba's more talented. I don't care because it's on paper. So, yeah, I would take him, obviously, alongside De Bruyne, not instead of. But I don't see him coming. I really don't. I think it's just clickbait.
Sorry, Jamie, 1 second. Yeah. I just want to ask one last question before I let you go.
Yeah.
If he did come, what would your midfield three be?
Ooh. My first player on the team sheet at the moment is Rodri. So I think Rodri, I think he's our player of the season. I hope he gets player of the season. It's a hard one because you wouldn't drop De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva's Bernardo Silva. So he's brilliant. So it's quite hard. It's where Pogba would play, really. I feel like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Because it's
So he's either on the bench or taking that left wing spot.
Yeah, I think.
He can't work. He ain't got the energy.
I don't know about on the way. I don't know, I actually don't know what he'd do. Maybe Pep would try and put Bernardo out wide again, which I don't think Bernardo is half as effective when he's out wide. So probably put him in the middle with De Bruyne, Rodri sitting, and then he'd probably have Bernardo out wide. But I don't think he's as good out wide, Bernardo. I don't think we see the best out of him unless he's in the midfield. So it's, or maybe if Pogba comes in, maybe Bernardo goes because I know he kind of wants to play in Spain. So I don't know, but it's. I don't know. I just think it's clickbait. I don't think he's going to come to City in the slightest. I think it's what they do is they do this so that another, like either Man United say, no, stay, we'll pay you double to keep you, or the likes of PSG come in and then he goes there anyway. I don't think it's like Isco. We were linked to Isco every year for about 5 years to the point where I wouldn't even think.
Where has he gone?
Well,
I don't know.
He's just chilling, bro. He's doing a Gareth
Every
Bale
season
setting.
he was linked to us. It was ridiculous.
He's another player like Pogba. Overhyped, average crap. I'm sick of this crap. Pogba is a myth. I'm telling you. He's had 2 spells at Man United now and done nothing. All this stuff that he's a world-class footballer, and he needs players around him to show his talent. World-class footballers drag their team by the scruff of their neck and show what they're made of. Don't matter who's in their team. So all this shit gets on my nerves.
Liverpool fans must talk about that.
But that's why.
I'll tell you right now. Hang on, let me say this right now. Jordan Henderson is nowhere near as good as a footballer as Paul Pogba. Even I know that, right? But Jordan Henderson, for the last 4 years, has been at a higher level in the game than Paul Pogba. Why is that?
Jurgen Klopp.
Because he's got
Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
You know what I would say? You know what I would say to agree with Jamie in a way, because I always say this about world class. To be world class for me, you have to be consistently brilliant. That's why, my world class bracket is not massive. I don't have loads of players in it. It's quite limited, but I think you have to be consistently brilliant, like week in, week out. Obviously, everyone has bad games. Messi has bad games. Do you know what I mean? Like it happens, but I think you need to consistently be brilliant. And what I would say is this whole thing about Pogba and who he's playing with and all that stuff, it's kind of been proven a bit wrong by Cristiano Ronaldo, because that's someone that's come in who is truly world class.
Exactly.
And he hasn't struggled too much. So I know he plays a different position, but it's kind of like he hasn't really struggled at Man United. He is so old and he's up there with Salah and Son for this golden boot. He's like 4 goals up.
You're saying Ronaldo's so old. I'm 3 years older than Ronaldo.
You got a point there, young, because it's actually
yeah.
Maybe
he is.
Maybe
he
Pogba
is
is just a world class talent. Maybe he's just a world class talent, not
I
necessarily.
agree. Yeah, I think he's got the talent, but for me, for him to be world class, he would need to probably move. If he comes to Man City and he shows his talent and he stays at that level, then yeah, for sure. But I think right now, for me, we see like world class players that will be in a team. Like I feel like sort of like a Kante at Leicester. He like literally, okay, it wasn't just him. Mahrez was brilliant. They had they were all good. But I think Kante, he had played a big part in Leicester winning the league, which was never expected. Then he went to Chelsea and carried Chelsea to a league title as well. So I think,
Bang on.
for me, like the likes of Kante has shown it more than Pogba, and he's been at a disadvantage. So this whole Pogba's at United, we should all feel sorry for him. Kante was at Leicester and did what Pogba couldn't do. So for me, he's got the talent, but he needs to show it more.
You're bang right. Look, Kante had Danny Drinkwater next to him and won a league, and he was one of the main reasons. Paul Pogba had better players than that around him and doesn't do nothing. He wouldn't get in City's team. He's not better than De Bruyne. He's not better than Silva. He's not better than Foden. He's not better than Gundogan. He's not better than Rodri. Where would he play? And he hasn't. You know, with City's midfield.
You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't
say what.
Paul Pogba is an
He'd do all right at City. He would.
Paul Pogba is an outstanding footballer. He's an absolutely outstanding. He's actually an elite. Hold on, he's actually an elite technician. Paul Pogba. Yes, he's not consistent and he's in the shit team. Okay, but at City, if he went to City, he would be absolutely unbelievable. Hands down, no brainer. Take him to City. No brainer. Him and De Bruyne in the same team. And to be honest with you, yeah, do you know who's actually a better footballer than the both of them? Bernardo Silva. To me personally,
genius, bro. That guy's a genius, bro.
He's actually a genius of a footballer.
That's what United fans think Bruno is. That's what they think. Bruno is. They are blind, fam.
Those three in the middle of the park, and then you got Rodri, and then you've got Gundogan, who's he's an elite baller as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get the respect he deserves.
He doesn't get the respect he deserves. You're talking mental talk. It's a hands down no brainer. Free transfer. He's gonna demand what? 350? That's like, come on. We gave Gavin
as a free transfer. I don't see. I mean, obviously, I don't expect the rumors to be true, but if they were, you can't turn that down. Free transfer.
You can't turn it.
Apparently, City are looking for a midfielder, ain't they? So maybe that is the one.
Yeah. Tariq, you wanted to voice your opinions, especially on what Jamie Carragher said, I believe.
Oh yeah. How are you telling me that my brother doesn't work hard to get to the level that he has and win a World Cup? And under Didier Deschamps' France, Didier Deschamps don't take no one that's not working hard. He's dropped better players than Olivier Giroud just because they won't give him the type of hard work that he's got. I think that is such a lazy comment in a way, because when you're looking at Pogba and the positions and what he's played, Pogba isn't going to be your player that's going to drag you. He's not a Steven Gerrard type of midfielder. He's not going to drag you across the line. He didn't do that at Juventus. He is, and that's why he'd be perfect at City, because in that left type of midfield, in that half space where it's quite wider than a normal central player, and your defensive responsibility isn't so much because you dominate so much of the ball, and then when you give it away, you're so quick in the press. He's not had any of that at Manchester United, and they're the ones who have failed. Not just Pogba. This is what I was saying about Rashford. Man United have failed Rashford. Man United have failed in Bruno Fernandes. And I'm not saying he's a great footballer, but come on, man. There's been plenty of footballers that United have failed. Really, would probably say Martial. Nobody has progressed at United when he doesn't have a true holding centre defensive mid who's going to do, I'm not saying Kante is, but he's going to do all of the defensive work around him to free him up. Because Pogba can do it on occasions, people expect that of him on a regular basis. And I just think that's wrong, because the brother, he has worked hard to get to that position. Mm-hmm. If you don't play in Italy under Massimiliano or Allegri, if you don't work hard, that's another thing. Massimo Allegri just kicked out Kulusevski because he don't rate him, but look at what he's doing under Conte. There is certain levels to this, and I feel like Pogba really, if he went to Man City, he'd be amazing, and then that's what we'd be talking about. I actually think
Pogba don't suit English football.
I think it's a culture thing.
He don't, though, Jimmy. He really don't. He really don't, bro.
I think he does. I just think he has to play English football in a certain type of way because it's I see Pogba. I'm not going to say right at this level, because this brother's been doing it and he's been playing for the best teams. Similar to Thiago in a way, because if you slapped Thiago in Arsenal's midfield, now he'd be brilliant. But in Arsenal's midfield over the past, we'd have been saying, oh, Thiago would get overran, this and that, because we didn't have the structure and that behind him. And that's where I see kind of Pogba on that sort of thing. Now Thiago has got a really good team, really good manager, the structure in and around him. Thiago is bossing games. When
Then I
Thiago
was saying with Thiago, he plays alongside Jordan Henderson that no one rates.
Yeah, but
So,
he fills the role.
Where do we have it?
Because he fills his role and he does it well, and there's a lot of balance in that side. Because when we was looking at Thiago last season with his injuries, which Pogba's had, without Van Dijk behind him, there was like, oh, what's this Thiago talk? I was hearing, Tigers or flop. I don't believe that, but that's because of all the football and basketball. I think was it really that brought it up in terms of like football is an 11-man game. And basketball is 5.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I don't agree, but But with basketball, there's a lot more individuality with it, and I think Pogba would be amazing at City. And if it happens, I think that's when we'd see it, and then he'd start to get a little bit more respect in that aspect.
Cool.
I think with the Carragher comments, it's about culture as well, though. Yeah. I think with the English guys, is they want to see man running, sprinting around the pitch, 100 miles per hour, like a headless chicken, like hunting down the ball, they just want to see like the English guy and fist pump the crowd and all of this stuff. That's what they want to see.
Let me ask something, right? Go ahead.
No, at the end of the day, to play football, you got to be intelligent as well. You can't just like have legs and heart and stuff like that. You got to be able to think. Do you know what I mean? So Pogba might not necessarily be that guy that's gonna cover 2,000k in 90 minutes. Do you know what I mean? But like someone said, you have a structure behind him. Jordan Henderson is that guy. He might not be the best footballer, but he's very efficient in what he does, and he's very important to the team structure. He covers the ground, similar to Conor Gallagher's probably going to be the next Henderson. He covers so much ground. He eats up so much ground so quickly. But you need that to then let the better players in front of you be able to kick ball. You see what I'm saying?
All right, let me ask this, right? Based on what Alex was just saying, right? Players like, let's say Pirlo or Toni Kroos, would they make it in the Premier League if ever they played? I know we can't show it because we don't know. We never seen them play, but would they ever make it in the Premier League? Toni Kroos don't run at all. That guy walks every single game. He do not run. I actually watch Real Madrid just to watch this guy. He don't run. He just walks. And you see how effective he is in games, right? Look at Pirlo. Pirlo never had to run. You always know when he gets the ball, players start moving because they already know you getting the ball. Start moving. It's the same thing with Liverpool. Liverpool have a structure. When Trent goes forward, you know where Henderson is. He's somewhere there in case Trent gets beat. He could go to help. Fabinho knows to slip across to help him. They know because he's always going to be going up there, and they know he's in the back four in Liverpool. He's probably the weakest one defensively, but everyone helps out, right? It's a whole team set up and a structure to work to help each other out. At United, who the hell is helping who, fam? Everyone gets overrun in that team.
I'm gonna finish up with this. I'm gonna ask you and CM, obviously as United fans, if Pogba was to go to City, would you be upset about that?
That's me or CM. Which one first?
Both of you, so anyone can go first.
I'm cool, bro. Bro, why would you stay somewhere where people don't like you, fam? Why are you staying? These same fans that hate him and boo him and call him all sorts of monkey and all this stuff, telling him he should be loyal and don't go to City. What the hell is that shit? You don't like me and you want me to stay? Come on, bro. Do me a favor, fam. These people are tapped.
CM?
I'm completely not bothered. I feel like it's been quite a few years since he's been in a team now, and it's clearly not working out. If we're really supposed to be, we are supposed to be going in the direction of a rebuild, then that means a lot of the players that haven't worked in a previous regime may have to be sacrificed in order to almost reset and bring in new faces, new ideas. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Pogba will want to be a part of that I don't know why he would want to be a part of that, because he's in the prime of his career and should be wanting to go on and win trophies. So I know Man United is far away from that. So I don't give a toss where he goes.
Me either. But agendas have to run, though, Rich. I tell you that if he goes there, agendas have to run. What? You go over there.
This is the very last thing before we wrap up. Obviously, we've heard from Yan. Yan said that she would take him off. Obviously, it would just be difficult to see where he's at. Jamie, free transfer to Liverpool. Would you take him?
Fuck no.
Just
Fuck no. He ain't got the work ethic. He ain't got the work ethic. He's all done.
Tariq, free transfer to Arsenal.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah,
He would actually be great for Arsenal, I think, as well.
Exactly, yeah.
So will Gabby. If you get Gabby from us, he'll be really good for you, I think.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, he's such a good player. I love him, but he's too good to put on the bench. That's the problem.
I want to ask Jan a question though.
Yeah.
Your youth academy, right? Do you all bring these talents through, or they come from like other countries and you all just buy players from young?
It's a bit of both. We've got quite a few like Spanish guys, but some of them are like born and bred. So like Cole Palmer, he's a Manchester boy.
He's a good player, boy. I was reading somebody that say he's like a roadman, you know. I'm like, oh, he's moving mad, you know.
He's not. He's just from Wythenshawe, and his middle name is Jermaine, even though it's I don't know. Like
they say he's moving like a roadman. I'm like, yo,
Jermaine, you know.
Yeah, no, he's like the whitest boy ever. But yeah, he's not as well.
Will Kai start playing next season for you?
That brother's a
yeah,
joke,
so
man.
he was supposed to come in and like he has joined our first team a little bit, like he does training and stuff, and he's in the squad sometimes. But I think they're kind of giving him a season in the youth team, so we'll see what happens.
I've seen him in Brazil because
yeah,
I have the Brazilian league out here. You get to see the Brazilian league, and I've seen him play there. He is doing some next level shit out there.
Yeah, he was dribbling through about 10 players and then scoring like.
You know what? He's giving the Rubinho vibes. He's just dribbling for fun, bro. He's just trying to embarrass you and laugh at you. I'm like, this guy is. What's going on here?
Yeah, I'm really excited for out of our transfers coming in. Obviously, it looks like we might get Haaland. I don't know if that's done. But
imagine City get Haaland.
League's over.
I'm going to say it now. Haaland. I don't think Haaland works at City, and here's why. Haaland likes really direct football. He's that sort of striker. City play with that. Very good passing. They're a very good passing team. They don't mind passing the ball 20 times before it arrives in the box. Haaland likes very fast.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jamie, when it arrives in the box, he's
hang on. And plus with Haaland, the only thing I'd worry about with Haaland is his injuries. He gets a lot of injuries, and that's in Germany. You know where it's slower than my system.
I read into that, Jamie. It's actually that they was forcing him back though. This season, they start forcing him back.
No, he's been playing injured this season. That's why.
So that could be something different, though.
He's injured quite a lot. That'd be my only worry if I was. But what I've been saying is it's the Mbappe factor. If he stays at PSG, Madrid need a striker, and they'll be back in for him as well. So
you know what I think with Haaland though? The one thing about City is like what we try and do is obviously walk the ball in the net. Like that's what we try and do. I think with Haaland, what he does give us is, if you've noticed, Man City's team, like today it was very obvious because Newcastle are very tall, but we're literally midgets in the box. Like this guy is 6'5" and he's big, you know, so no one's going to be bullying him in the box like they do with Sterling. You know what I mean? Like,
rapid, boy.
And he's very quick, yeah.
Do you know the best thing about it is
a different dimension as well. That's
but Rich,
scary bit.
I don't think it does.
Do you know what I actually think?
Score a lot of set pieces.
Do you know what it is though about? You know what it is about this? Because obviously, if he comes in or not, I don't know. But I'm actually really excited about Julian Alvarez because he gives me Aguero vibes. Like the way he plays, he's like a little Aguero, and I think with him, if Haaland does come in, all of the pressure that would be on him coming in as a striker goes on to Haaland. So I actually think with him, he can kind of go under the radar a little bit. And if he does that, he could have a great season.
And he's good for link-up play too. The Alvarez kid is good for link-up too.
He's so good, yeah.
Isn't he coming the season after? I thought I heard. I thought it was.
No, they said that they're getting him now for this summer, so he's going to come this summer. They've got to wait.
It was originally, weren't it? Like
yeah. Originally, they said they might give him another year, but I think they've said no. They've seen too much because this season, even though we've scored a lot of goals, we just missed so many chances. Like,
but Jan,
it's ridiculous.
Jan, Could you imagine? You already score a lot of set pieces. You said you were midgets against Newcastle. Didn't
Yeah,
you score
no.
from
This
two
season we
corners?
scored the most. It's weird.
And then you add in Haaland and Pogba in the equation.
No. Oh my God, please. Do you know what? I just want a striker. I don't care if it doesn't work. It's just at least there's somebody that gets in the box and their first instinct is to shoot. Like I'm used to seeing Aguero. Aguero is one of them guys. When he gets in the box, you were expecting a shot. And a lot of the time,
do you want
and now
Benteke?
it's Sterling, who overthinks everything. I've got Bernardo Silva, who never wants to shoot. He's just looking to pass. It's just a bunch of passing people that will pass it when they're 2 yards out. Why are you passing? Just shoot. So yeah,
This is ridiculous. You know, we have.
I don't care who it
You'll
is.
say passing pricks, but she just held
We-
herself
we-
back.
This is ridiculous. You know, we have City.
That's so annoying.
We have City over there who's too damn good. Then we have Liverpool over here who will just work you to death. Then flipping Chelsea. I bet you they're going to be coming back next season with some type of money going to be spent. Newcastle over here doing a madness spending money. Flipping Arsenal think they win the Holy Trinity out here going to the Champions League. And we just shit. We just shit. This is horrible, you know. This is the worst time to be a United fan. We just that shit. 10 years plus of being shit.
And on that note,
You know what? It's great.
He said it's great. This is
Last
horrible.
one, if you're better. Yeah, not
It's
Benteke.
horrible.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
No,
We've got a
City-
little ball
City
Frenchman.
need Lukaku,
We've got a
though.
little
City
ball
need
Frenchman if
Lukaku.
you want him still.
City need Lukaku. You can get Lukaku, Jan. You have to take Lukaku. Score your goals.
You know what? To be fair, what I would say about Lukaku, I remember at the start of the season, I was like, I wouldn't mind Lukaku, and everyone was saying he's shit, you can't get him. But to be honest, him and De Bruyne have some chemistry. Like they do really well for Belgium because they link up very well.
Yeah,
so.
but Jan, his first touch is not what you'll have people
Oh,
control the
oh,
ball. This
Pep
boy
would-
first
Pep would
touch.
hate that. Pep would hate that first touch. Like the thing is, in our squad, you've got Mahrez, who has one of the best touches I've ever seen, and you've got Phil Foden's got a good first touch as well. But like, yeah, imagine, yeah, Pep would hate that. He would hate that first touch. So
yeah, Lukaku out there kicking the ball to the ball boys with his touch and stuff. It's all bad. Guys, you know what? It's actually nice to have a civilized conversation.
Yo, where's your brother? Where's your boy, Rude Boy? Where you there at?
There's no, man.
Oh, no.
My
Hold on.
G.
Hold on, periods.
Listen, bro. Let's go. Let's get it, man. I'm here, Rude Boy. Yeah, rap, football, everything, man. That's my things, Rude Boy. Do you know what I mean? And you can find me on IG and so forth, man. Let's go. Let's get it.
That guy is tapped, boy.
So you can.
Rich, where do you find these people, please?
I just love his 99p.
I know Rich found that one in West Croydon. Rich, I know you found him in West Croydon. I know you did. Right by the bus station. I know you did.
Oh, man. Listen, we'll wrap it up there. Listen, thank you so much for everyone. Obviously, I'm going to let you give you the platform to shout out where you're from. Jan, obviously, I'm going to be very mindful just in case Stinky's in the chat.
oh god, yeah. Somebody gave me my Twitter the other day, didn't they? Oh my god. I think was it you?
No, I don't give him nothing. I just told him. You know, when Rich said, "Take it," the Rashford stand comes. I'm like, oh, I know somebody named Rashford stand. You know? Yeah, that boy is possessed with Rashford. You know, he believes Rashford's going to win the World Cup for England and win Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
Did he follow you?
No, but you know what? There's a Welsh Liverpool fan that is like finding me. Like I was in a space last night and he came in. He's like, I want to ask Jan a question, yeah. And he's like proper going for me. And do you know what? Right, we were talking about City, and this Liverpool fan said City have oil pumped into them. That's why they're successful. So I said, we all know it's not just money that wins you titles. Like we know this. So I was like, so then he was going on. So I said about Liverpool in the 90s, isn't it? And then this guy just comes out of nowhere going on about the Champions League. And it's like, that's not the conversation we were having. Everyone knows City have not won the Champions League. But what I would say about City, in our defense, is that we haven't been in it for years and years and years. This is not like our 50th year in it and we're trying to win it. Like, I think we'll win it eventually. I think we'll win it like Chelsea when we least expect it. I think that season when everyone's like, City is shit, they ain't winning it. That's probably when we'll go and win it. I don't think when we're expected to win it as we are now under Pep, I don't know if we'll win it. I think Pep will leave, we'll get some random manager in, and we'll probably go and win it. That's just the way I think.
The Mateo settings, yeah?
That's what I was about. When Di Matteo's got a trophy, don't worry, that competition ain't that great.
I don't know. I can't.
Oh man. Let's start with Jay.
Yes, sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
Guys, so you can find me at Jamie Phillips Football Chats. That's my YouTube channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Jamie LFC39.
Big up, Jamie.
Big up, people. Thank you for letting me come on, Rich. I just wanted to end the show on just this point. And I know it's not for you, it's for Nate in particular. He was cussing Eddie Nketiah so much when we was doing the Palace preview and then the reaction. He's got the same amount of goals as Jean-Philippe Mateta, but that's for you, Nate. Not for you, Rich. Yeah. Find me at Tariq Talks, people. Up on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. I'll be there. So yeah, thanks again, Rich. And big up the panel as always. It's been great chatting with you.
Oh shit. Yo. Big up, Rich. Thanks for bringing me on again, bro.
See, you put the Premier League thing there, no more Champions League. I like
Hold on here, man. Yeah. Find me on Realist_United on everything, bro. On everything. All socials, all platforms, streaming, everything. Let's find me there. Come to hear shit talking. That's all you're gonna get. United has shit. You're gonna get that though. You're gonna get that much.
I know Twitches are funny, man.
CM22ENT on YouTube, Twitch, and all socials. Some people call me Cement as well. And subscribe to Eagle Eye.
He said Cement.
Nah, subscribe to Eagle Eye Football, man. We want to see that hot chip.
Oh yes.
I can't breathe. He's a cemented.
Yo, yes, you can't find me nowhere, so don't look for me. Yeah, I just pop up to talk some shit and wind some people up. You get me? And throw my weight about. But nah, Rich, you already know what it is, my G. Big yourself up. Big up the panel. Big up everybody locked in, man. I'll see you within the next 3 weeks, or you might not see me within the next 3 weeks. It depends. It depends. But remember what I said, yeah? Don't put words in my mouth, but Arsenal are going to finish third, yeah? Big up yourself, lady.
And don't forget, we're league champions. We are league champions.
Yo, who? What? Oh, yes. Get in. Well done, boys. Big up St. Mary's, man. Hey, Rich, did you play? Did you play in the weekend?
No, it's Neve's birthday.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, but big yourself up anyway.
Big up, man.
Yeah, you can find me at Itcham City on Twitter. Not really on YouTube that much anymore. And yeah, Matt, I said it's not the main reason. It's not the only reason. No, it's not a reason. We know. Money obviously helps. But yeah.
Yeah, big up everyone, and obviously, big up T, big up. You hit the 400, obviously, as well. So wicked to you, Jay. You're flying at the minute as well. Like road to 1K.
Yeah,
Stuff. Big up to you. Obviously,
$100
joining
there
us
now.
with his vibes, Cement and Cappy.
Sorry.
Wait, hold on. Is it Mother's Day in England today or something?
No.
They had
it's in the States.
that in March.
That's why it was silent. When you said big up all
Yeah,
the
because when I
mothers,
said it though, I was like,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. How they silent though? I'm like, what's going on here, man? I thought I was like, yo, did I miss the day? I think it's today, you know. It's today though. Well, at least out here in the Caribbean though, it's today though. Shit.
Kendall's thought Cement was the government.
I thought it was today though. Shit.
But yeah, obviously smash a like on the channel, guys. We'll be back on Sunday as per usual. And yeah, peace. Oh, by the way, Tariq,
Yo.
Okay, it's crap.